welcome back to the craft room. I am so glad that you could join me. Looks like I got a missed call. Oh, anyway, not important. I already took care of it. But anyway, back to joining me here in the craft room. I'm so glad that you could join me. I have a finished item to show you, a new item that I'm working on to show you, and this is all going to come to a halt because I have to make some things for Easter. So shall we get started? The item that I have finished is that blue knit hat that I've been working on with the yarn that I got from my mom. I'm still not convinced. I haven't used this yarn before, but I can't find the hat that I think that I made. So anyway, we'll just say that I haven't used it before, unless I found out otherwise. But this is all that I have left of that skein. It's not enough to make another hat, so we'll be going up there on the top of that shelf in my scrap ball bucket. And here is the finished hat. It is the Ross hat for the most part, but instead of doing the regular decrease that Ross hat does, which is a decrease and knit, a decrease and knit for so many rows and then knit every row, I did a quick decrease, which I found a pattern on the internet. I don't think I wrote down where I found it. Let me get my notebook out. I've been keeping track here. No, I did not. But basically you just knit to about 7 rows. Not 7 rows. You knit to about 7 inches. 7.5 inches. I went to right about 7 inches. And then you just decrease every single row. And I did mine in 8. I think I had 8. Every 8 I did. Or maybe it was every 10. I don't remember. I think it was every 8. But, and then at the end you just have like 8 times 3 is 27. Right? That's what I had at the end. And I just zipped those together and finished it off. I think it looked pretty good. And it is not, you know, a big, huge, you know, clump of fabric on the top. It does have a little bit of pleating on it, but it is a lot better than just, you know, closing it and it'd be big and bulky. And the decrease that I did, I've been kind of playing around with it. I don't necessarily like the way the decrease looks when you just knit 2 together. So what I did on this one, let me see if I can find one that you might be able to see. Ooh, that one's a little loose. Well, this is probably the lightest one right here. I don't know if you can see that right there. There's a decrease. And there's one right there. But what I did was I slipped my 2 stitches to my right needle, and then I just put my left needle, or just left my left needle in there and just knit it, so it was kind of like a, I don't know, slip knit in the back loops or something like that. I don't even know, but that's what I did. I slipped them over to my right needle and then just put my left needle back in there in the front and went ahead and did my knit stitch that way. It's rather interesting. It's not the exact effect that I was expecting to happen, but that's how we learn. I think I will try it a little bit different next time. So this is my finished hat. This will be going into the donation bucket. And the next one that I have started is back in my blue bag. And this is another skein of yarn that was in some of that stuff that my mom gave me. I'm using this pink, red, and white variegated. And I just got started on it today. And I don't have a whole lot done, but I'm interested to see how this is going to turn out. I think their individual colors are going to stripe up. But this is what I have so far. Can't really tell. So I'm excited about that. And with this, the same as the other one, I'm doing a 3x2 ribbing. So 3 knit, 2 purl. It's a lot less boring than 2 knit, 2 purl, or knit, purl, knit, purl. There's my bag. I'll stick it back in my bag. For some reason right now the hat bag is this blue bag. All my hats go in this. The project that I'm going to be making, that I'm going to, like, it's a crochet project, and it is for Easter gifts for my grandkids. I'd completely forgotten I had this pattern. I was thinking about it, and I was originally thinking about doing this pattern right here. I did this a few years back. I made a whole bunch of these, like 6, 7, 8 of them. Quite a few. I made some for one of our friends' kids, and then I also made some for our youth minister's kids at church. And then I put Easter candy in them. And when I got up here in my craft room, I knew I was going to make this one, so I started looking for it. But this pattern, which I have also made, was sitting on top. I'm like, So I asked one of my friends which one I should make, this one or this one, and she said that I should make the ice cream cone. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to dig out some cotton yarn. I do have some brown, I hope, or something that'll work for the cone, and then put different color ice creams on the top of it, and go get some candy and some other little treats and stuff to put in the bag to give to the grandkids for Easter. And then they will have a bag that they can use for whatever they want. And I do like this idea a whole lot better than this one, because this one they can keep closed. This one doesn't really, I mean, you can lose stuff out of this one. But both of these are free patterns if you're interested. This one is from thenaughtygeneration.com. I'll stick this up there. You can go check that out. Like I said, this is really easy to make. I made several of these here a few years back. And yeah, they're a lot of fun to make. This one, I do not know what the website link is, but I did it. It was a free pattern, at least when I printed it off and made it originally. That's what it's called, is the ice cream cone purse. I believe I actually found this on Pinterest, and I believe it is still in my Pinterest crochet folder, which has over 600 pins. A lot of them are just for ideas, okay? For real. I have made quite a few of them, though. So I'm going to go through my cotton yarn stash, and I'm going to find some cotton yarns to make some ice cream cones with, and that's what I'm going to get started on. And I will also be putting that hat in my take with me bag to be working on those, work on that as well in between. If I get bored with one, I can work on the other, or if I finish one, then I have something else to do. So I want to thank you guys for joining me here in the craft room, and I will see you right back here for my next video.